Hi folks, I have mentioned this once or twice in other videos, but I thought it would be worthwhile having a separate one so that it was very clear to everyone who maybe doesn't watch some of my other videos as often as I might like. So I'm hereby announcing / reminding you, if you already knew, that it's time for the 2025 SciFiScavenger viewer survey. This will be the second time I've run it. Did it last year and it was lots of fun. So there are two parts to this year's survey. The first part is for you to nominate your 10 best ever science fiction books. And that can be by whatever criteria you choose. I'm not dictating how you decide which are your 10 favourites and why would I or could I. So those might be the books that you've reread the most. It could be the books that you recall enjoying the most, the books where your mind was blown the most, or that you consider to be the most important from a genre point of view. Or it could be simply that they're the books that you're the most nostalgic about. And there are many other criteria that you might choose to apply. The thing to consider is that the order is important. You can't just put 10 in any order. Well, you can. But there are consequences. The book that you put in the first place will get 10 points, and the book that you put in second place will get 9, and so on until the 10th book, which will just get the 1 point. So the order that you put the books in is important, so do give a bit of consideration to your rankings. This is a science fiction book survey, not fantasy or horror or any other categories, and I fully accept that those categories are sometimes blurred, so you'll just have to use your judgment about whether you include a book or not. The first section in the survey, and there are two sections this year, is for individual books. That's your top 10 individual books. So don't be telling me that your favourite book is The Expanse or the Mars trilogy or Sun Eater. You have to pick one individual book from that series, or you can pick more than one, but they will each take up a slot in your top 10. But fear not, this year for the first time there's a second section which is where I'm asking you for your top 5 science fiction series, and once again the order is important. The first place book will get 5 points, the second place will get 4, and so on down to the 5th place will get 1 point. So as I said, last year was fun. There were several thousand individual books that were involved, and there were 2 or 3 videos that resulted. I think there was a top 75 across the whole of the survey, and then I did a top 50 from the 21st century, so the more recent books. And then there was another video looking at the books that I felt were the most interesting from the ones that only got 1 point. So that one person put that book as their 10th best ever science fiction book, and we looked at some of the hidden gems, I think that video was called. So this year we'll be able to do something similar, and of course we'll have something relating to the top 5 series as well. I shall put the link to the survey in the description to the video down below, and I'll also put if I remember, a pinned comment so that you can easily get to the link. There's no real urgency for this, but I am going to close the survey on Sunday the 2nd of November around 8 o'clock UK time in the evening, or roughly mid-afternoon US time, depending on which time zone you're in. So there is still a couple of weeks to make your mind up and to get your results recorded. So consider yourselves duly alerted. The survey is open, has been for a couple of weeks actually, and we do have some responses, but I would really love to see considerably more than there have been already. So if you have any questions about how this works, then you can stick a comment in this video and I'll get back to you. As always, thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time to record your top 10 science fiction books ever and your top 5 science fiction book series ever. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye for now.